Hard-fought game. Give them credit. They were physical. Their ball screen was really physical. Knocked us off point a few times. They were coming right at it that way, but they deserved to win the game because they made 3 threes down the stretch. You got to make those kind of plays, and they made them. Yes.
The ball screen thing has kind of been an issue for Oscar. What is the conversation like with him about?
There's two pieces to it. One, they had some guys that we were saying you can get off them a little bit, but if it's an empty side ball screen, they got to get in there, and they weren't. We were saying play Dick and play Wilson, but we were playing too wide, and we were opening up the court. So he should be able to stay and then get out, but we needed to do a couple emergency switches. And again, it was a 1-point game. It was a 2-point, 3-point game. It was a 4-point game. With all that being said, we didn't, and I said after, Chris Livingston should have played more in the second half. And the reason is he could offensive rebound. He'd go get balls. The problem was they weren't playing him, and it was crowding the court for Oscar. And that's why I told him when I took him out, I'm only taking you out because they're not playing you and they're crowding the court, and we need Oscar to get the ball. But you got to give it to him. Again, blocking out Oscar facing him, I don't think you're allowed to do that. I don't. Maybe you are. But if they face him on a shot, don't know if you can do it. But he fought, and, again, we had our chances to win the game. I thought we were going to win the game. We had it right there, and then all of a sudden there's a turnover, a play. They make a shot. There's a charge here and a charge block there. And, and all of a sudden it's 8-9. And it was still, like I told him, it's 6. We're okay. But, again, Dick makes a 3. Wilson makes the 3, and then we didn't bum rush 15 as the shot clock wind down. We went at him hands down. And again, he made that. Now, he hadn't shot it that way all year, but neither did their point guard. They came in, and we fought. I mean, they're a top 10 team, and we're trying to reestablish who we are, and I was hoping we could get this, but you know what? Kids fought and tried, and, no second points. No second chance points, none. You got to be kidding me. So I got to watch the tape and say, why did that happen? And pick and roll defense, like I said, we'll get better. And how we were playing it and what we were trying to do, we kept getting knocked off point. And you say, well, how did that happen? I don't know. Watch the tape. They did a great job of the initial screen. But you got to make some shots, guys. The first half, we don't make free throws, including 2 front-end one-on-ones. In the second half, we go 12 for 12. That's who we are. We could be a 75, 80% free throw shooting team, but in the first half, that kind of hurt us. The last play by Xavier made it 7, and I thought, okay, we're okay. Let's get this. Yes.
CJ Frederick, he does so much on the floor. Even when he's not making shots, you got to keep him on there. But it felt like when you were 6 or 7 points, he needed a 3.
Well, yeah, no, it got to 4, and I put him in. But again, those are decisions I got to make. Maybe Chris could have gone in and rebounded the ball and getting us, changed the complexion of the game. When we got it to 4 and 3 and 1, I thought we're in good shape. We're winning this. But I said to CJ, I said, you're going to make a 3. And it wasn't his day. They're not machines. They're not robots. But in these games, someone got to step up and make a shot. They left Case, and he made that 3 in the corner. And I thought, okay, finally, here we come. But they're a seasoned veteran team, and they made those 3s late. That's 9 points.
Cal, you talk about needing to make shots. Did you like the shots that you guys got?
Yeah.
Did you like the way that the offense kind of flowed
Yeah,
tonight?
yeah. I would rather of how we started the game continue to fly up and down. But, you know, if you heard me the whole game, move the ball, move the ball. We were holding it a little bit, looking for Oscar. I thought we missed him probably 4 or 5 times. We could have thrown it more to him. But, you know, they crowded him, and, you know, it's not like he was, as much as they ran and went at him, that he turned it over. He didn't. He turned it over a couple times. But we got some stuff to work on, and you know, they were you know, that was they were crushed after that. I think they went in with the idea. And here's the other thing. Unbelievable crowd, unbelievable students were there. And you want to reward them as a coach and as a team. You'll want to do that. But they did. We never stopped playing. We fought the whole time, and we got a lot of games left. It's you know, it's a marathon. We got games, and you know, we just got to keep getting better. We had 2 terrific practices, to be honest with you, and that way we started the game, you could see that they were. But you get hit a little bit, you know, and 1 or 2 of those shots go down. You know, maybe it changes the way we're thinking. But give Kansas credit. They played. They came in with the idea. One of their players said, we're going to keep Oscar, but no one else will rebound. We knew that. I told my team, this is what they're going to do. I need you to rebound. I need you to rebound. Go offensive rebound. They're saying it's not happening. And then the pick and roll, most teams are doing it to us. They're coming at us, and, you know, we're making adjustments and doing stuff. We're not, you know, where we need to be, but we're not certainly where we were. And they're good. They're a good team. They're top 10 for a reason. Yes.
Hey, Cal, there are a couple of times in that answer you just mentioned about the rebounding battle. I mean, were you a little surprised you guys didn't have a little more success there? I mean, the first half you guys didn't have a single offensive rebound.
I know. I saw it. I was there watching the game. I mean, it's, you know, we're one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the country. But you got to go, and when it gets physical, you go. You do know that if the shot goes up and they block out facing the man, you cannot do that. I don't believe you can. You can't. You got to turn and block them out. You can't do that. So we'll all watch the tape and see if that was, you know, and I don't blame him for doing it. If it's not going to be called, I'd do it too. But, you know, and again, that's not why we lost the game. They made 3 threes at the end, and we missed a bunch of threes that we had a chance to close the gap or go up and do it, and we missed them. And it happens. But you miss them and then go offensive rebound. I think we did on one, and then we kicked it out, and they got another one. He missed that one too. But that's part of the game. Try to figure out what we did up the middle third, where we were able to post Oscar and get that going. And then, you know, I thought we were in pretty good sync for a while, but you still want to run and get the ball moving, because it's hard to trap him and crowd him if we're flying up the court and throw it into him.
John, you didn't have quite as much success tonight with the different combinations you like to play over the last couple of weeks. How much of that was foul trouble? What were you looking for there?
First half, that hurt us. I mean, when we had the foul trouble, it hurt us. But the only thing that I said was that Chris could have gotten us some more rebounds and gone and done some things. He got 10 points. He went to the rim. He got, you know, got to the basket, which is what we talked to him about. Our whole thing against them was beat them on the bounce and get to the basket. And we did that. But I didn't think they would stop us from offensive rebounding like they did. All the tape I watched, they played a high-level game that way. They were physical and banged, and they got balls. But ones that we wanted to get, they jerked from us. So give them credit. Yeah, TV, anybody?
Cal, you talked about Chris in that first half, and maybe he should have played a little more in the second. Does sort of figuring out exactly how he fits, where he fits for you guys, feel like the last big
It's
thing
getting
for
better,
this team?
but here's what it was. I'm telling you why I played him less. They were leaving him and going right at, before the ball was thrown, to Oscar. And that's why I took him out. And now we got to figure out if anybody's doing that, what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to do it? Do we stick him under the basket, let his man go and throw it to him and he'll go dunk it? I've done that before. But we just have to figure out if a team is not going to play him, what can we do? Now, when they're playing him out in the court and all that, he drove, he got balls. But when we were trying, because we said in the second half, we're going at Oscar. Let's get that ball to him. Missed one early, but we were going to go at him. Thanks, folks.